Alright, so I'm recording. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I keep hearing a lot of different things, with a lot of the readers that are on the internet, on YouTube. And it's kind of amazing, how they talk about this leveling up stuff, And I was just watching a video from Elisa Jane Tarot card readings. Now, I'm not sure if her videos are under copyright. They might be. So I'm just going to use a little portion piece of it. And I don't own the video, and I'm not going to show her face, so hopefully I'm protected. Let him pass by. He's a little noisy this morning. People they're not mindful, although they like to do some things, like the Bible teaches us, some things are permitted to us, right? But it's not good for us to do. But anyway, let's listen to hear something for a minute. Are you ready?
Start getting a plan now, especially if you're in a situation. If you're on benefits or the poverty line, don't wait, because the rope is going to get tighter and tighter and tighter.
Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes when you hear people talking, and I'm just taking a portion, so remember that this is not what her message is about, because she's a tarot reader, right? So she's just really just giving you possible situations and outcomes of these things that could happen, right? So here's the thing. Sometimes, Jesus, when he came, he said, I only got oil for the sick. So some of these people have already got their blessings and they're already healed. You see, they're already enjoying the riches that are here today. They've already leveled up. See, he said, my Father's house has many, many mansions, right? Some people are already sitting in their mansions, right? And they don't need to help nobody. You'll hear them say, well, I drive around and I pass out this, or I give out that. What we do, the kingdom work might be above your pay grade. They're already, let's say, enjoying the riches of this world. Remember, the Bible teaches us, he who is first shall be last, and he who is last shall be first. So right now, if they're glorying, and they're high on their horse, and you are still, quiet, with your head down, doing your thing, just, like the Lord said, don't live outside of your means, because it's nice to have things, you know what I mean? But let's really look at these things that we acquire, because those shoes will get you killed. That chain somebody else wants. Is your life worth these things that people put so much stock into? You're nobody if you don't have these things, right? I've been holding off on making videos for the longest time. And the reason being is because I watch the titles and, I'll be I'll be damned if somebody else gets credit for as far as the Lord has brought me. Because let's be honest, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, that whole twin flame shit is nothing but a sham, and it's clickbait. We know that because we have both of those energies working in us, right? You're aware of that, right? So when I'm doing something that, I'm feeling sweet and lovely and kind and all that good shit, right? My masculine nature will come out and say, you better calm down before you give somebody the impression in here that you want to get taken, right? See how that works? Or if I'm doing something in my masculine energy and I'm pushing along and, I look up and I happen, because our eyes always look on the things we're supposed to see, right? And I glance in somebody's eyes and they give me this look like, does she think she's a man? My softest side will be like, that I was just trying to get this done, right? We'll explain things, right? But some of this stuff, the spiritual stuff, because in the beginning of the readings, you'll hear them say, this big spiel. There's no sexy way to talk to the guides, do I want you to... All that bullshit. It's just a conversation. How you connect with God, your God and my God, might be two entirely different gods. the Lord over you, the Lord over me, who is divinely guiding me, may not mesh with who's guiding you, right? Right. So that's why I've been so hesitant in making my videos and doing. It's not that I have a limitation or a thought process that isn't, allowing me to do and create and put things together. No, I was trying to wait for things to subside because, oh, this person rocked your world. I had people rock my world long before this one, and I never made mention of them. Right? People, there's plenty of people. But, that's the sad part, when we want to get the glory for another person, because we know that God is the only one that can create change. That's evident in man. You know what I'm saying? That's evident. That has to be a moving from God. When you look at something, you say, wow, I watched that person struggle for a very long time. And now all of a sudden it's not what it used to be, A lot of people don't like Saturn. I got a lot of Saturn in my chart, right? But I'll tell you what, over the time, even though I didn't like, modifying certain behaviors and stopping certain things, let me tell you something. You might look at my past and say, oh, she has a history. Yes, I do. And I love my history. And because, when people coming at me and they're talking to me and they're all animated, I know right where the conversation's going. I know I can pinpoint the behavior, the root and everything. Don't tell me, because some of those places I've been. Just like you, he said, no sin that's not common to man won't take you. Right? Some things I can't speak about because I don't know about them, right? But he said, they laugh about the music I listen to, right? But he said all things are pure unto the pure. So get your mind right. Because how you process, separate, and identify things may not be how I do it. What's in you might not be in me. What you grow every day and water every day might not be what I water and grow every day. He said, look at, she chose the thing that couldn't be taken from her. Maybe you chose riches and you look down at people who cast that aside because they know, he said, we're going to drink, but not today. So go on if you like drinking. Enjoy that sip. But because I don't call me weird. I don't judge you if you drink, right? People get all offended. Oh, this ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way. Well, if the Bible teaches us that in the end days, they'll be lovers of themselves. It's one thing to do a job because it's supporting you, right? But don't do the job and then hate the job, and then the people that you're doing the job for, you angry with, because you got to keep telling them, don't do the job. You ever seen a customer service person in that field and don't want to be there? They fuck your whole day up, right? Whole day. You're like, damn, why are they there? You can't figure it out. You're like, was that a trick? It makes you check yourself, right? Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit. I hope that your morning is going well. I want to get in front of this camera, but I got a few toxic energies from the original tormentors, from a few OGs that are in young ass bodies, floating around. He says that there's an elect of God, then there's the children of God. Be careful. Make sure that you always entertain strangers, because you never know who's who. Because sometimes, when they went to look for King David, right? He cast aside all the pretty ones. So all you ones with your makeup on, your eyelashes and all that shit, don't be sad if you get thrown to the side and someone else gets picked. You know the vibe.